Today we are going to be living out Game of Thrones IRL. To some, this is an enchanted fortress called Dubrovnik, and to others, it's known as King's Landing.
We'll show you why Croatia may be your next destination.
But it all starts with a quick week of vacation. Now, where does a travel vlogger go when he wants to take time off of travel? Well, my ideal vacation was this place right here. Croatia is somewhere I've always wanted to visit ever since I was a kid. And so I began planning what would be an incredible road trip from Split to the island of Brač, and of course, down to this world famous castle. This video is going to give you serious inspiration for your Croatia trip. We have just set foot in Croatia. Welcome to the city of Split. And it's my first time in this country. It's blue water, it's rugged cliffsides, and it's very medieval. Not to mention it's literally where they filmed some of these castle scenes in Game of Thrones.
He's not a real Game of Thrones fan like I am. I finished the whole thing. I'm a hardcore fan.
What was the name of the city in the show? Let's see if you're a real Game of Thrones fan. Anyways, this is so charming. Like Romeo and Juliet, that's probably where it happened, right there.
Now this is all originally built from back in the Roman Empire
What year was
era. I don't know, 1700s? No, sorry.
So all over Split, you'll see some of the ancient artifacts left by the Roman Empire. And right here is some of the old walls that you'll find. It's like a little tiny bit of Rome. So right beneath the Roman walls, it begins. You feel like you're going into the cellar, the torture chamber.
Let's go get me some torture devices.
If you're looking for souvenirs, this is definitely a cool place to do it. So back in the Roman days, this is actually where they used to store food. And it also used to be at times a landfill. That's what one of the shopkeepers just told me, which I find very conflicting. Why would you store your food where you throw your garbage? But hundreds and hundreds of years later, still being used, but for a very different purpose.
A bizarre purpose.
It is a bit bizarre. Oh, wow. That might have been your best pun you've ever made. And if you come out here, we're just in time for a Split sunset. Sounds like a flavor at an ice cream parlor. Ah, speak of the devil, there they are. The Roman Legion.
They like picked really tall people.
I'm still growing, I swear. It's the hill, they're standing on the hill. The choice is easy. So what's it gonna be? Bronze or vlogger?
Bronze is looking pretty cute.
So Ruby found this very beautiful, beautiful restaurant, and look, it's like all under here, under the beautiful big trees. This is incredible. These are the biggest gnocchis ever. Oh my god, it looks so good. It smells so good. Wow.
Yeah?
So much more than a gnocchi. There's so many different ingredients. Really, really good. Yeah, thanks whoever parked here. Really, really appreciate that. Good morning guys, and another beautiful day here in Split. And one of the hidden gems that we found was actually some place I just booked online. Had a bunch of hugely positive reviews, but not too many because it's pretty new and everything's walking distance from here. Now I want to show you this place and I want you to picture it for how it looked, because we've destroyed this place. But it does get 2 thumbs up for me. Very nice bed and breakfast style place. The owner's so sweet. And every now and then you can hear a peacock. There's like 30 local peacocks in the region. We're checking out of the hotel. It's time to go experience Split's own little brother. It's tiny little island right off the coast of it, and we've got a ferry to catch. And as always, we're about to miss it. So just 30-minute ferry away from Split is Brač. And it's this large island where we're gonna be spending the next few days. Now we have to take the slow boat because we came with a car, and that's gonna take about 2 hours to get across, but you can already see it. Getting across is super cheap. It's only like $3 to $4, but with a car, around $30. Not too bad though.
We're here to get some really delicious wine for a boat day we're gonna have.
This is Stina Winery. Antonio has been an incredible help. So we've just tried like 4 or 5 different wines, and he just woke up. You got something to show me?
Come and check this out. This was the level of the wine, and this was made in Austria.
So this is a century-old company.
Yeah.
Is this where my wine came from?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So if you're like me, you probably didn't know a whole lot about Croatia before watching this video. One of the things I've come to learn is that the food here is like Italian level. It's so, so good. The wine here, also one of their highlights. Got ourselves 3 liters of wine from 𝗦𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗦, and now we're gonna go meet up with our friends. Now, hands down, the best experiences in travel are when you get to see a destination through the eyes of a local, and it just so happens that friends of mine have a home in the island of Brač. The next few days, my camera hardly made an appearance, and most of my time went pretty much unrecorded. But take my word for it, this is a special part of the world. Now we're on our way back to Split, and from Split down south to Dubrovnik. Got about a 3.5 hour drive to get there, and although my vacation's over, I gotta say it's a blessing when I'm just as excited to go back to work as I am during my time off.
So, of course, there's a beautiful fruit stand and we must stop.
Peaches, peaches, peaches.
Yeah.
So good. Ooh, the fig.
Like this. For you.
Oh my god, the fruits are delicious.
This is so fresh. So this is something very cool about road tripping through Croatia. You actually might end up in another country. And we are now in a country by the name of Bosnia and Herzegovina. This little town is called 𝗦𝗏, and I think this is really important because it could save you 75 euros. The rental car company was trying to charge us 75 just to have permission to cross through this little tiny split of land. I luckily read a blog, and the guy was like, if you come through 𝗦𝗏, you're not gonna have to pay it. And truth be told, we just crossed the border and they didn't need the permission. Next stop, Dubrovnik. Literally 10 minutes and we're crossing back into Croatia. Wow. 3.5 hours of driving from Split, and I can already say, worth it. This is honestly one of the most incredible cities I've ever seen. I know what you're thinking. Girl, why don't you let your guard down? Like, put down those walls. Now you might just think she's been hurt in the past, but the truth is that is actually why. This is a place that's been invaded by pretty much every nation. It was first created by the Byzantines, it was taken over by the Venetians, then the Ottomans, then the French, the English, Germans, literally everyone's been here. So obviously these walls aren't working that great, but they did stop a lot of other people. Now, while the castle may have survived all the occupiers over the centuries, there's one last foe it must face, and that is the tourist. Oh my gosh. I thought those were statues, they're people. This town is so lively. There's so much going on right now.
Okay, so basically if you are cool and you come here, there's a fountain where you can drink holy water from.
So you go from the busy walkways all the way to cutting into these little alleys, and you can find all these little restaurants, bars hidden in here. We've actually been following this one guy's recommendations.
Frank about Croatia, by the way, we love you.
Frank, if I ever meet you, I'm gonna shake your hand.
One of the best ice cream places is 𝗏𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏. So of course we're gonna try it. Dessert before dinner. Let's see if Frank is right about this one. So creamy and delicious.
So what you're not gonna get from being in the city, at least the old town, is the sunset. So right now the sunset's basically all the way in the west where it normally goes, last I checked. But right now we have probably about 20-30 minutes left of good light, so we're making our way to the edge of the wall. This is a bit of a tease, we must be close. I can see the water. This is where they'd have archers basically posted up, or even artillery depending on the era, but they would use these as a way to shoot what's down below. The amount of effort that went into defending this place is incredible, and it's beautiful to see that it's still standing today. You definitely get the feel that there's actually some local homes left here, which is really cool. There's something so special about this place. So we just found this little gate that got us through the wall. After walking around the entire wall, I'll tell you, it's not easy to find a good viewpoint. And tonight's sunset is literally what magic is made of. Look at those colors. This is such a cool spot, guys. I don't think many people know about this spot. Look for this restaurant, cliffside. This place is so beautiful. Ruby did a lot of research before we got here for where we should have dinner tonight, and this has brought us to Restaurant Dubrovnik. We're right above the street level, and they've got this incredible ambiance in here.
First impressions of this restaurant, everything sounds delicious. Michelin recommended from 2017 and on.
With Michelin portions.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna lead on to. They got us.
I'm gonna go right to the chase here. 72 hours, that's how long this is slow cooked for. This looks like the most incredible cut of lamb you could ever ask for. Wow, very sophisticated pairings. Like when you eat that, yeah, you don't get a ton, but like the way the balsamic mixes with the ravi, I don't even know what was in there. Anyways, that's why I'm not a chef. It was super good. I ordered tiramisu.
Baby, I don't see my dessert. Can you please go find it?
Meal was great. Dessert disappointing. Was it worth $125? Maybe.
Okay, so round 2, we weren't happy with our dessert at the last place.
This is what I call a redemption story. You cannot end the night with a bad dessert.
Ice cream though.
Wow. Give me 15 seconds. This right here is the Runner by Brevity. It's an incredible backpack with a padded and separated laptop sleeve. It comes in 11 different colors, and you gotta love this. It also comes with a convenient side access pouch. And that's why this everyday and affordable backpack is an awesome option for creators and people just like yourself. Link down below. Good morning, guys. Starting the day off right with a beautiful view, and today's literally our final day here. There's something very interesting that I want to show you right here. Now, as I mentioned, this is King's Landing. It's where they filmed a lot of Game of Thrones, and this staircase is known as the Staircase of Shame. I haven't actually seen this part of the show. I didn't make it that far, but there's this one scene where one of the characters is basically being booed and having all sorts of garbage thrown at her as she walks down these stairs and into the village, completely nude. Wow, a drink that even the fans can get behind. We have come back to the spot we were at last night for sunset, but the difference is this time we get to fully experience it. You gonna take it away? 3, 2, 1. Woo!
I got it.
This is what a European vacation's meant to look like. So this summer, between the Greece series that we did, this trip to Croatia, one of the things we've come to see a lot of that typically I'm not quite used to is actually beaches that look like this. Everything is rock. You don't really have these white sand beaches that you see in the tropics. And you know, it's different. I wouldn't say I prefer it, but it does come with some beautiful water. This whole Mediterranean, I've just come to fall in love with it. I'm still waiting out for the world's most perfect beach. I don't know where it is just yet. It's a give and take. So in the name of European taste testing, this is one of the summer drinks of the continent. You see a lot of Aperol Spritz, something that you never really see anywhere else. Today I'm gonna try it out.
It's okay.
I kinda like it. We're back at it. This might be a new thing for me. Wow. Wow. This is some serious portions.
All I'm gonna say is I spent a few hours today deciding where to eat, and I think I made the right decision. Why did they give us gum with this meal?
I don't know.
That is for the onions. We take care about everything.
Thank you. That's much appreciated, especially when somebody I date loves onions. After most meals, it's just like a 3 or 4 hour period where there's no kissing. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, we're not a food channel here, but I'm gonna just pop on here real quick and say, just come. All that was about 50 euros a person, but we got drinks, we got amazing food, a little bit too much of it, and wow, I'm leaving very satisfied. As we ate our last Croatian dinner, it was time to get ready to make the road trip back to Split.
Don't bother him. He's gonna bite me.
Sorry, sorry.
Christian,
I'm sorry. The world is a big place, but I know someday I'll be coming back to Dubrovnik. So 3 hours on the clock to get back to Split, which is perfect because we have 2 hours and 47 minutes left in my audiobook. Right now we're listening to Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's all about becoming 1% better than we were the day before until we're in a drastically different place by building up good habits. And I'm doing actually a book study with Lost Creator Academy. So I've got a workshop I'm hosting in 2 days. So time to get into the book, and I'll see you guys when we make it to Split. You're not gonna believe this. I have never seen this in my life. We've just got back to Split, and I'm not joking when I say the most affordable place in all Split was $300 a night. I even went on a hostel booking website, 360 euros. So luckily, I started searching by map, and I found something in a surrounding area. I had to drive about 40 minutes out, but I found a bed for 75. I just feel so bad for budget travelers that showed up last minute. Anyways, let this be a cautionary tale of what happens when you do Europe last minute. Can backfire.
Hello? There's nobody here.
Alright, so this is probably where serial killers would stay, but no, it's just the carpet. carpet's a little creepy. Let's see what we got. Oh god, the lights just turned off. Why the bed is not made? It's a bit weird when the window's open and the bed's fully undone.
We can just shower and go sleep in the car. What the fuck? I don't feel comfortable right now.
At least we have a blue carpet that feels a little bit more safe. The thing about red carpet just really screamed like, don't come. What do we have this time? Ooh, wow. Look at that. Something my grandparents would have loved. It's perfect. Vintage vibes, right? You never like to see that. But anyways, see you guys in 3 hours. And that is why you just might be coming to Croatia. Unbelievable trip. By the way, if you want a good alternative, check the Greece series. And guys, if you want to see more of my face, hit subscribe. Let's get lost again in the next one.